Hey guys, in today's video we will be going over some free and mostly open source softwares that every game developer can use to make a game. This will include everything from game engine to video editors for editing your trailers and websites that will be handy. And how did I have the audacity to forget to include Audacity in that list? So it's gonna be a huge list. So without any further ado, let's get started. So kicking things off with game engine. This is the part of the video where I'm supposed to say please subscribe to my channel. Awkward. Anyway, let's move on to game engines. For 2D game engines, I have 3 recommendations. First of all is of course Godot. It has become a really powerful game engine after the last update, and the new tile maps is amazing too. You can make large levels easily, and you will find a tutorial on tile maps on my channel. I'll link it in the description, or a card will appear on the video. I use Godot to make my games, and I can definitely say it's a great game engine for beginners because the coding language is easy and documentation is also very helpful. Actually, I made the entire tile map video just by reading the documentation. So yeah, Godot is pretty good. Next up is Love 2D. This is a new game engine. This uses Lua, and unlike Godot, this does not have a user interface, so it might be a bit harder, but its performance is much better than Godot's. I could not find great games made with it because it's pretty new. Here you can see some games made with Love 2D. I gave it a try a while back and found it quite interesting because it did not have any UI, and I'm used to softwares with UI. It's basically a full code based environment where you make game objects and use them. So yeah, Love 2D is also pretty cool. And for the last one is perhaps the coolest of all, gamedev. This is also a new game engine, open source as well. You can see their website is very beautiful, and they also have a nice presence on YouTube. Here you can see they regularly upload videos for game developers. So this is quite a nice game engine, and I will definitely suggest it if you don't want to code and make a game. You can also try it online. They have a browser editor. Actually, the browser editor was the main version back in the day, but now they have Windows executable, I guess. So yeah, you should definitely give gamedev a try if you are just starting out. Next, let's move on to 3D game engines. So of course I have included Godot and 3D game engine because since Godot 4.0 dropped, it's been very nice to work with. You can almost achieve Unity HDRP's level of graphics in Godot now. Let me see if I can grab some example. So here you can see I found a video by voxel, and you can see how nice Godot actually looks. Let me just this gives me UE5 vibes. Was I audible? Because the audio was too loud. Anyway, you can see how beautiful it looks. And the other game engine that I would like to suggest is Bevy. So this is also a new game engine on the block, and you can see it has 3D renderer. So you can make 3D games with Baby. I don't know much about the 2D capabilities of Baby, but it should be nice. The 3D renderer is also nice. I saw a game back on YouTube being made with Baby. Baby uses Rust, so yeah, it's a low level language. You might need to learn that. Here you can see the game. This is made by Tantan. 32.2k subs. Perhaps someday we will get there. Anyway, let us see the game a little bit more. You can see, yeah, Baby is capable of making 3D games. So that actually looks pretty nice. I don't see why you can't use Baby. Baby does not have an interface just like Love 2D, so you have to do everything by code, but it is pretty nice. Then moving on to the next one, we have 2D art software, Krita. This is my go-to software for 2D art. If I'm not doing pixel art, that is. Also, why is the website in French? You can see this is Krita. This is also sponsored by KD, I guess. KD is basically a Linux desktop environment, pretty similar to Windows. Anyway, Krita has very nice features, especially as a free software. You can see some basic art made with it. Oh, it also got some award, I guess. Yeah, Krita is very good for a free software and you can use it to make basically anything. Next, for pixel art software, we of course have Sprite, but hear me out, Sprite is not actually paid. You can go over to github.com and you can search for Sprite. Here you can see Sprite, and you can actually compile this and basically use Sprite on your own, and it won't be pirating because this is actually ethical. Let me know in the comments if you want a video on how to compile Sprite for Windows. I'll make sure to do that. Also, please excuse me if my voice is broken. I have a bad cold. And if you don't want the hassle of compiling your own program, you can use Fiscal. That is what I use to create pixel art. It's very nice and open source too, so you can check out the source code if you want. And it also works on your browser, and you can also download it if you want. So that's it for 2D art. Let's move on to 3D art. So of course we have the big player, that is Blender, and it has got a new update recently, 3.5. Viewport composite. I need to check this out. I was actually mainly a 3D artist. I used to work on renders using Blender. Then I wanted to see my renders in game, so I started making games. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, Blender is the best software you can get for free. Its simulation capacity are not up to the par with Houdini or other softwares like this, but for basic modeling for an indie game especially, Blender is just fine. You can see free and open source. I don't see that on Houdini's website. Anyway, next up, if you are making a voxel game, we have Magica Voxels. This is also open source, and you can see some art made with it. This is all voxel art. I don't know if I can zoom in. Let's open a new tab. You can see this is all voxel art, and this is made with Magica Voxel. It is a great program. The user interface is not that good, but the program itself is nice, and if you just spend a little bit of time with it, you will understand how to use it very well. And if you want to make voxel models from Android for some reason, you can also use mega voxels. This is available on Play Store and App Store. I think most people won't need it, but it's nice to have a mobile version, especially if you are using Godot. Godot also has a mobile version, so you can basically make games from Android tablets. Then the part of the video that I almost forgot to include, Audacity. Audacity is I guess the only audio software I know that is free and is not shit. You can edit your audios, clip them, shorten them, crop them, denoise them. Basically you can do anything you want, and they're showcasing some themes. I guess I never really used any other themes than the default one. And Audacity 3.2 is out. Basically Audacity is the go-to software for everything. Even I used to use Audacity to make my older videos. Yeah, I used to make game dev videos on another channel. So yeah, when you hear audio, when you need audio, you should go with Audacity, because definitely the best free and open source software out there. Arguably also the best free audio software out there, not only free and open source. Next up is referencing. Let's say I want to make a cow, so I need a picture of cow, so I need something to store it on, and that's where PureRef comes in. PureRef is kind of a board, you can say, in where you can put some pictures and they will store them. Here you can see. This is very handy for idea and brainstorming. I use this while making renders, but this is also applicable in case of game development. I am also going to be making a 3D game soon. I guess the next video will be on that, so stay tuned for that. Actually, keep watching till the end of the video. I will give some info on the next video too. So yeah, PureRef is definitely the software you want to go with if you want to keep your ideas in a place. I use it personally and it's very nice. Next up is to do. Of course, the first one we have is Trello. Trello is definitely the go-to software of my choice, but I have some other options for you too. Trello is not 100% free, but it's definitely the easiest to use. You have to buy Trello Premium to get a larger capacity of boards. So yeah, Trello is pretty good, but not free, not completely free. You can of course delete your board and make a new board. Next up we have Milanote. I actually used to use Milanote for a while, but I did not like it that much. It's way too complex for my taste. But if you want the advanced version of Trello, you can basically go with Milanote. And next up, my new favorite, it's called Taiga. Here you can let me just go back to taiga.io. Here you can see they have all the school sponsors. Even HP, Tata and Red Hat has sponsored them. It's very nice. It's free and open source. Here you can see written large and boldly. I love open source software, so yeah, Taiga has to be in the list and will be my choice if I want to go with any to-do softwares. And of course, the software of my choice right now for to-do is Sticky notes, definitely the best software out there. Oh, seems like we have one task left. Let's complete it. I hope you have done it as well. Anyway, that's for to-do softwares. If you want to go with any, I suggest Tiger. Next up is photo editing. For this, most people will probably just pirate Photoshop, but you don't actually need to pirate Photoshop. You can use something called Photopea. This is basically a stripped down version of Photoshop, if you want to say. Let's get this one. So you can see we have basically got most of the Photoshop functionality. These functions are pretty basic, but they will do the job. I use this to edit my video thumbnails, by the way. So yeah, it's pretty good. And the other one is GIMP, of course. This is open source and was my choice. Was my best choice for a photo editor whenever I needed one. So yeah, you can download GIMP, but if you want to go with GIMP, I would suggest you to wait for a while, because GIMP 3 will be coming out soon, and GIMP 3 is going to use GTK 4, I guess, so the UI will be much cleaner. Let's hope it comes out soon. So yeah, if you want to go with photo editing, for basic photo editing, Photopea is fine, but if you want a very in-depth photo editing experience, you can go with GIMP. Video editing, for example, when you need to edit trailers and stuff, first of all, of course, we have DaVinci Resolve, and here you can see it is used by Hollywood, so you can understand that it is very powerful when it comes to video editing. Actually, it's very powerful in color management, I guess. What do they call it? Color correction, I guess. So this is very useful in color correction, but we can also use it to edit videos. It is not completely free. There is a premium version, but the free version has most of the features that anyone could need for a video game trailer. So yeah, you can definitely check out DaVinci Resolve for a better video editor, and for a lesser video editor we have Kdenlive. Now, by no means is Kdenlive inferior to DaVinci Resolve. I mean, of course they do not have such great funding, but Kdenlive is also amazing video editor. Actually, I edited the tile maps video in this editor, and it got like 500 views, so I guess you people liked it. Yeah, Kdenlive is also pretty good, and it's open source as well, and just like Krita, it is powered by KDE. So if you're on Linux, you know what KDE means. I also explained it shortly a while back. So yeah, if you want a video editor, you can either go with DaVinci Resolve for a complete experience, or Kdenlive to keep it free, completely free and open source. Now for the last part of the video, we are going to talk about some useful websites. But first, let's see how many tabs did I open. Yeah, my RAM must be dying right now. Anyway, for websites, let's start off with my favorite, Kani. Actually, I did not know about this website much, but I have started using it a lot for my 2D games. Like this asset pack, I used it for a demo game that I didn't make. I cannot help myself. Anyway, we have 3D assets as well as 2D assets, and yeah, they are all free to use. You can of course use their tools, which are not all free, but you can buy them. These are free, I guess. Yeah, I have used the avatar maker and the creature maker, but These two are also good. I use them when I used to work with the studio. Asset Force Deluxe is let me just show it to you real quick. Now you can see you can basically connect and make 3D models. It's very nice to have Asset Forge while you are working on a game. Yeah, Kenny.nl is a pretty cool website, and you can find lots and lots of assets on this website. You can see we have about 11 pages of them. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 16 each page, 16 into 11, that's like 171 I guess. So that's a lot of assets. So yeah, you can totally check Kenny.nl out. Next up we have OpenGameArt. I use this website a lot. Also I use this website to make my jam games. This is a pretty old website, and so it's a reliable source and also has lots and lots of assets of every type. Like we got the sound pack right here, tile set right here. Yeah, this is perhaps one of the best websites, and they also have a Discord server which you can join. There you can see. So yeah, OpenGameAssets.org is another one. Moving on, we have Ambient CG. This was previously known as cc0textures.com. Perhaps you know the name if you have heard of it. And here you can see some of the qualities of the textures. These are very nice textures. This is a texture, by the way, this is not real. So yeah, they have a huge collection. You can see 1997, and they're featuring Blender 3.5 on their page. So yeah, they should work with Blender seamlessly. Yeah, now you can see there are lots and lots of assets, I mean textures. Moving on to another server, this is a collaboration, I can say, of HDRI Heaven, Textures Heaven, and Poly Models Heaven. What was that called? I forgot. So these two are basically other websites, and they combined into this one website known as Poly Heaven. Everything on this website is free. Here you can see 100% free. You can use them without any restrictions, and they also have a huge collection. Like you can see 641 HDRIs and textures. Let's see how many they have. 374, not as big as CC0, but still it's a lot. And models also, we have quite a lot, 218 models. Actually the models library is expanding really fast. They did not used to have as many models as they do now. So yeah, Polyheaven is definitely my choice for textures and HDRIs. Of course you can use other websites, but this will be my go-to website for textures and HDRIs, and also some models, I guess. And next up is a new one that I found for sound effects, and we don't need these two. The sound effect one is what we will be really focusing on. This has 3000 plus free sound effects. I don't know if you can hear this, but there are nice sound effects on this website, and all of them are free to use, I guess. Oh yeah, You can use them on both commercial and personal projects, so that's a plus definitely. So you can use this website mixkit.o to get sound effects for your video, or in our case games. Next up, I don't know how I forgot to include this. We have freesounds.org. I don't know the complete URL, let's depend on Google for that. It's freesound.org. This is perhaps every indie developer's go-to website for getting sound effects. Then literally search anything here and it will appear, like summer background music, and there will be many sound effects showing up. So yeah, you can definitely use this, but make sure to check the licensing on the audio before you use it, because if it's not CC0 you might get into trouble. So that's it. So yeah, that's it for websites, and that's it for the video. I hope you liked today's video. If you have any questions, you can drop them down on the comments. My next video will be coming out I guess within a month. Just kidding. I guess it will take about 2 weeks, because I will be working on a game and the next video is going to be a devlog for that game. It's a 3D game. It's based on a map that me and my friend drew when we were kids. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty nice experience, I guess. And you should totally join my Discord server, like I gave the name of the upcoming video in my A98k shitposts channel, and I share a lot of stuff on this Discord. We also have our GitHub repositories linked up here, so you can check when my GitHubs are updating. Let me show you a little secret. Yeah, this was a 2D RPG I was working on, but never mind that now. So yeah, you should totally join my Discord, and I guess that's it. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. I already said that. Basically, subscribe to my channel. We are on 70 subscribers. Let's cross 100 soon. And that's it for this video. See ya.